Guys, Franklin Richards is fucking back. Wait, sort of in a way, but this shit was fucking dope. This is Fantastic Four issue 18, a wonderful series I've been reading since 2022, and I've been telling you guys to go read it. Shout out to Loco, because he's the one who got me into this book, and I absolutely love this series that's going on. Every issue is like a new power-up for a character, an ability, or just a dope story. So we see a bunch of fucking asteroids coming down right to Earth, and they're pretty much invisible, and no one can see them unless like a super-powered superhero like Invisible Woman or Sue or Franklin Richards. So we also find out that Franklin Richards, one day per year, he has to use his power so they don't go rogue, almost like the Purge, right? But pretty much he uses this and figures out there's any anomaly in the timeline or in the universe, etc. And then we see something like where we see the past of himself, or the future of himself, I guess you should say, and they warned him about like, hey, you're gonna be a bad kid when you grow up, so you need to be a good boy, pretty much. And we just see like all this collages of him in the future, and then he does this shit, right? Like with fucking like some god form shit, and pretty much we figure out that there's a bunch of asteroids hitting Earth that are the size of the ones that killed the dinosaurs, and he can see the future. In the future, we see the Fantastic Four with a bunch of fucking invisible horses, straight up, and they already took down an asteroid, but there's another one coming to Earth, but they didn't warn the cops or any of the government officials. So the whole Fantastic Four team go out there to go find this asteroid, the landing point, I should say, where it's gonna land. Oh, right here, this is pretty fucking dope. So Sue uses her visible force field to block the asteroid, and then Johnny puts a hole right through the shield, goes like that, and this is the most energy that Johnny ever put out, as you can see right there. And he didn't never want to do it again. Another asteroid field decides to come in that they didn't calculate correctly. So right here we see like, fuck, like what we're gonna do. Reed decides, you know what, I can use my body to block some of the asteroids coming in, and Johnny, you can blow them up, and Sue put a force field around me, and we could try to hold it down. So we see Mr. Fantastic right here stretch out this far, big as a fucking city or a town. I'm like, that's fucking dope, he can actually stretch that far. But it's too much. It kills Reed, and the whole Fantastic Four team fucking die, and the whole Earth blows the fuck up. Or is what the future was going to show. And right here we see Franklin Richards going like this, and he moves the asteroids to a certain spot so the Fantastic Four can block them. And then he uses all that power and then goes back to sleep, and now he's not Franklin Richards God mode anymore. If I'm not mistaken, this is Annihilus, correct me if I'm wrong, but he uses his magic powers to put back the asteroids back to how it was before Franklin Richards moved it. Now we go back to the present time, I guess you would say, when the Fantastic Four gets to that town where they have to use their powers together to blow up all the asteroids. So cool thing about Sue right here, she can like move light, I guess. Anything that has light on it, she can like bend it and do whatever the fuck she wants. So Johnny, since it's fire, he can also do light. And she literally does this shit, makes it like a portal gun with the speed of thought. I was like, what? So pretty much what's happening here is that Sue made a fucking like a visible gun that can shoot out light, pretty much. But Johnny is the light, but he's also fire. So Johnny is actually the bullets for the gun, and we see Mr. Fantastic and the Thing using it and blowing up all the asteroids right here, which I thought was so fucking dope. Now the next day they saved the city pretty much and the whole world, and they're like, hey, what's the X-Men up to? And I'm like, this is kind of cool how they're going back and forth, bringing the X-Men involved and all this stuff. At the end we see at the SHIELD headquarters, I believe this is Maria Hill, correct me if I'm wrong, it could be someone else, and they have a bunch of files about the new abilities the Fantastic Four have been getting, which that's a cool thing because they haven't been doing this shit for a while, and I'm surprised no one has came up to me like, what the fuck, you can do that? And especially the whole Flamo situation with Johnny, I don't know, I'm super excited. Let me know what you guys think about this shit, because this series has been wonderful.